No, don't make the mistake of thinking this is just clickbait at all. Whatever you see in the thumbnail, whatever is in the title, this is a very important thing, especially for young people who are in their youth and are troubled by various reproductive issues like premature ejaculation, erectile dysfunction, not having sufficient libido, or even after getting married, not being able to quit the habit of masturbation. Then you have low sperm count. All these kinds of, across the board, whatever reproductive problems you have, this thing is absolutely true for all those young people. Until you capture financial freedom in your life, until you solve money matters, these kinds of problems will keep recurring in your life. No matter how much medicine you take, no matter how many kinds of therapy you try. Do all the exercises with me that you see in the playlist, follow me and do them. As long as you are stuck at that point, this problem cannot be solved. I'm not saying for the sake of it. Every day, I counsel about 25 to 30 people on call. I have thousands of students whom I train in live classes and a total of 20 years of experience. It's by combining all these things that I'm able to share this with you. So whatever I say, friends, please don't skip this video. If you want a permanent solution, if you want to permanently maintain and enjoy the reproductive energy, the sexual energy in your life, don't think that just because I run a yoga channel, I always talk about reproduction and sexual energy. See, in yoga, we are taught to master every aspect of our body. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, you can attain all of these through yoga. And why are they arranged in this particular sequence? First comes Dharma, and Dharma means properties or qualities. To know the true nature of something, Dharma doesn't just mean reciting the Hanuman Chalisa or reading the Gita, learning its summary, and yet not recognizing ourselves from within. The quest to truly know yourself from within, that is Dharma. When you understand Dharma, your own properties, you will start attracting Artha, wealth. When you attract wealth, Kama, pleasure, will come into your life, and when you go beyond pleasure, you will attain moksha, the essence of yoga. Let's try to understand this concept according to the Yoga Sutras. To explain this, I'll use the science of Kundalini Shakti and the chakras. And once you even slightly understand the science behind your chakras, it will become much easier for you to overcome problems like these. I'm saying it again, if you have any doubts, write them in the comments right away. You can also message me on the WhatsApp number I've provided and let me know if there's something you didn't understand. You can say, "Sir, I am genuinely troubled by this issue." As I keep uncovering each layer of things, try to connect them with different incidents from your own life. Only then will you be able to reach the real cure. Don't just listen to it like a story. Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasan, this is the knowledge and the stream of yoga. You need to listen to each and every line very carefully. Reflect on it in your mind and try to understand exactly where you are stuck in your life, which point relates to you. Then you'll cure it easily. Friends, why did I say that until you sufficiently experience financial freedom, you will keep facing some or the other reproductive issues? Now, according to yoga, we have 7 chakras and they are aligned straight in the chakras. You can see a picture here on the side where we have shown all 7 chakras. The picture will stay here for a little while because it will help us with the explanation. Now let's understand all 7 chakras. So, what is a chakra? Chakras are basically the nodal energy points of your body, and to put it simply, they are psychosomatic points. In other words, the emotions in your body, every kind of emotion is a form of energy, a kind of power. So these 7 chakras each deal with different emotions. They deal with very vital emotions. There are 7 major chakras, though actually there are many chakras throughout our entire body. These are the major chakras. Now, you can understand this like a water pool. Imagine a line of many small water pools. When one pool fills up with water or when one pot fills up, only then is the water allowed to flow into the next pot. In the same way, energy also flows through our chakras in the energy body. Now, the gateway of the chakras If you want energy to flow upward through the chakras, its gateway is at the very bottom at the Muladhara chakra. Now, let's understand why it's so important for energy to flow. This is the main topic of our discussion, so we carefully understand each point. Each chakra deals with a specific emotional point. The one at the very bottom is called the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra. Just like when you build a 7, 8 or 10-story building, its foundation at the bottom needs to be just as strong. The foundation work needs to be just as strong, just as well grounded. In the same way, no matter how much you progress in life, your root chakra should be very firmly grounded, connected to the earth. Our root chakra deals with a particular emotion. What is that emotion? It is our sense of security. Food, clothing, shelter, sense of security. It doesn't matter how much money you are making. What matters for the root chakra is whatever you are earning, whatever your current situation is, how secure you feel mentally in that situation, how protected you feel. For centuries, as security developed within us through evolution, the root chakra has been trained that it's vital to keep you secure. Whatever work you do in life, whatever progress we make, from childhood we study, we've heard from our parents, study well, son. When you grow up, you must become this. When you grow up, you must become that. There should be no poverty. If you want to earn money, then in some way or another, all these things are training us, and our root chakra deals with those very emotions. Just above that, you can see the Swadhisthana chakra, the Swadhisthana, where our own mind is established. We ourselves have to understand here that the Swadhisthana chakra is the chakra related to sex and reproduction. Obviously, but that's not its primary function. The primary function of the Swadhisthana chakra is to provide you with pleasure in life, joy, pleasure in everything. And that's why it's the chakra of self-love. On the physical level, this chakra deals with everything related to the lower body, like your prostate gland, your urinary system, your reproductive system. All the organs around this chakra, it keeps them healthy. But what about on the emotional level? It boosts your self-love. You will never feel a lack of pleasure in life. Even when you drink a glass of water, you can fully enjoy it. And when this chakra gets blocked, that's when we start having all sorts of reproductive issues one by one, like erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, low libido, lack of sperm count, very poor quality of sperm. It's the same in the case of ladies as well. Problems like PCOD, low AMH levels, these happen when there's a lack of self-love in the body and aren't able to explore pleasure in different activities. Whatever work you are doing it like a machine, not finding joy in it. Right? Let's move to the third chakra. I'm not going to talk about 7 chakras. I'll only talk about the chakras that are most important for you, specifically for infertility and reproductive issues. For that, we need to come up to the third chakra. Near our navel is the Manipura chakra. This chakra deals with our digestion and metabolism on a physical level, but on an emotional level, it deals with our self-esteem, our confidence. Let's understand why. Sufficient flow of money to maintain reproductive health. Friends, 99% of my patients have this problem. They earn some 50,000 rupees a month, some 1 lakh, and some even 5 lakhs. I also have many students abroad. Some of my students are millionaires. What's the problem? They are not secure with their income. Whatever they earn or do, there's always anxiety in their mind. What's next? If I'm earning 1 lakh, how do I make it 10 lakhs? If I'm earning 10 lakhs, will I be able to earn it tomorrow or not? Will this flow continue for me tomorrow or not? There is a constant struggle in their mind, in their psychology. Understand this point. Try to match this with your own life. Look, there are also some people who are earning 25, 30, 40, 50,000 a month, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. They don't have problem. They are very happy. Why? Whatever they're earning, they're satisfied. They've shaped their lifestyle around that earning so that there's no struggle. Although the percentage of such people is very low. Go to a village, you'll see infertility is rare there. A few days ago, we spoke with villagers. Projects for farming. We observed and explained. Our whole team was there. They explained you can do biofarming on empty land. Your yield will increase. You don't need to live in such poverty. But those people just aren't interested. They said, no, we are very happy. We are very happy with what we are earning. This attitude is less common in urban lifestyles. With the rise of Gen Z culture, it's decreasing more. We are growing up in a very competitive environment. Why did nature create humans in the first place every single day? What does this Swadhisthana Chakra give us? What kind of support does the root chakra give us? The root chakra supports us by making us feel secure. We need to earn enough so that we feel secure and protected. Giving a sense of protection is the job of the root chakra. Now, for that, a lot of energy is absorbed in the root chakra because energy is emotion. If we spend the whole day in that emotion of wanting more money, or wanting more property and more progress, then what happens? Look, not even once am I saying that you shouldn't progress. Don't take this in a different meaning. You need to develop a mental attitude where you are not chasing after money, but you have mastered the art so that money is chasing you. What will happen then? Your financial flow will keep coming in. You will continue to progress in life, but you won't be troubled. How will you understand this? In what way will you figure it out? Is your root chakra really weak? There are two common examples of this. First, I want to address the youth. If you are running 4 or 5 different ventures, and in your mind, you have 3 or 4 more ventures thinking this is not sufficient. This isn't enough. I am also doing trading. At the same time, I am starting a startup and running a fast food branch. I am also trying to get ahead in the office. In this way, for 7 months, I am constantly exhausting my mind on 3 or 4 different things, thinking that I have to achieve financial freedom. This is a big sign, friends, that you are overstraining your root chakra. Your root chakra is being used too much, it's getting overly exhausted, and what does that mean? The root chakra is absorbing too much of your energy. Like I said before, it's like a continuous pool of water. Until one pool is completely filled with water, until it's sufficient, the water won't flow into the next pool. This applies to all our 7 chakras. Until the root chakra feels satisfied, it won't allow your energy to elevate and move into your pleasure chakra. Another example, like I have this mobile phone. Whatever mobile phone I searched, checked online, looked everywhere and bought one according to my budget. But after 3 or 4 months, this starts happening whether it's a mobile phone, a laptop, your bike or your home. Here's an example. After 3 or 4 months, you start feeling that this decision was wrong or that there are things with even better features out there now because something with better features has come into the market. You feel like you need to get that thing immediately, and whatever you have right now is no longer the best for you. I am satisfied, but for those 3 or 4 days, you just didn't let your potential energy rise up at all. Just to get a materialistic thing, you completely disturbed your whole mind, your energy, your Muladhara chakra, your root chakra. These are some of the signs. Youth, please. All youth listening, if you are facing these problems, try to relate this to yourself. How many times is this happening? How often do new ventures pop up in your mind? You are not able to focus on one thing, and that's why there's no cure for this in medicine. Only through yoga can you make your Muladhara chakra sufficiently strong. When you make your Muladhara chakra, your root chakra, very strong, then this illusion, this Maya, doesn't control you. They don't disturb your Muladhara chakra. You don't overuse it again and again. You don't put it under too much pressure. when you don't let Maya overpower you, it's only possible through yoga. Many techniques exist. You can practice Ashwini Kriya, do Vajroli Mudra. I've made detailed videos on this, but only through yoga can you bring your Muladhara chakra under control. So Maya, this illusion, doesn't let it stray. What will happen when you gain complete control over your root chakra? There will be many such external influences. Many influences will come your way, but your decision making will become very fast and very strong. You won't just get carried away with anything, and you won't waste your energy immediately. You'll move only in one or two particular directions. You will know what you are meant for. For example, after working in the army for 20 years, I had a promotion, but I left it and came fully into yoga. I became a complete yoga trainer. I was meant to be a yoga teacher, a yoga influencer. After gaining control over my Muladhara chakra, it helped me make a strong directional decision. And then what happened? When I gained control over the Muladhara chakra and gradually started to master it, I have a beautiful cash flow. Believe me, you are not. Earlier, I was doing 4 things at the same time. Even in the army, my mind was scattered and I never felt financial freedom. Money came and went, but I always thought about it, how to earn more, how to improve my lifestyle. Now, money comes in on its own because my energy is unidirectional. When I put all my energy into one thing, success is bound to happen. It will happen automatically. As you keep getting better and become a pro at it, money will start attracting itself to you. Now, what happens when you are not using more energy than necessary in your root chakra? Where will the energy flow? It will start flowing towards your sacral chakra. When your energy starts flowing into the sacral chakra, the pleasure center, your reproductive health will automatically improve, your emotional health will get much better, and your libido will increase. You will feel connected to your partner. Performance anxiety is due to performance pressure, which leads to lack of libido. Even while being with your partner, you are unable to feel connected. This is extremely important for those people, and as you do this, within 2 to 3 months, you will see improvement in your sperm count. Your erectile dysfunction will be cured because now you are not chasing after money. You will not be running after money. You will build sufficient confidence, and when that confidence builds, your Manipura chakra, which is the chakra of confidence, will also start to have energy flow through it. What will happen then? Your self-esteem will be much higher. Performance anxiety will also decrease. You'll notice that people who struggle with reproductive issues are often the same people who have stomach problems. It's a very common matter. Among those who have EDP issues, a lot of them also suffer from acidity, acid reflux, can't pass motion, constipation, all related to the Manipura chakra. I hope now you've understood the whole flow. You must have understood the entire root of the problem. The problem is not with the energy. You have sufficient energy. All chakras are in your body. You've just blocked all energy in one place. That's why I say again and again, yoga is the path to financial freedom. I'm not saying you should quit your job and become a yogi, but whatever job you do, along with it, make sure to practice some yoga regularly. Especially do pranayam sufficiently and meditate. I've made a lot of videos on this topic. You'll see how a drastic change comes into your overall lifestyle. You start attracting lots of money. When you start attracting money, your reproductive health will grow. It will get boosted like anything. I hope I was able to explain the deep secret, the very deeply rooted problem I was talking about. This is a very theoretical thing. It might take years to understand, but I have tried to explain it in simple language with some pictures. If you accept it, if you understand these things, that's great. If you don't, you'll keep struggling in the same maze, keep struggling, keep taking medicines, keep visiting doctors, and keep struggling. You might earn millions throughout your life, but you'll never truly feel freedom. You will always be anxious about earning more and having a good lifestyle. Thank you, friends. We'll meet again soon with another presentation. If you liked this presentation, if you learned something new,